make sure their audio is on, your video is on. We're seeing you come in. We're just going to give it 1 minute before we get started.
Perfect.
Oh, you dum-dums.
Oh,
Okay. Stephanie.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, welcome, everybody. We are going to go ahead and get started. Thanks for being patient and giving us 6 extra minutes to get ready. Welcome to the Broadway Evolved Falsettos Cast reunion. We are so thrilled that you all are here. My name is Cynthia Rose, and I co-founded Broadway Evolved with Betsy Wolf, who you'll see in a direction on this screen. If you're new to Zoom, you just need to look at the very top of the screen.
No one's listening to you, just to let you know. We're
just perfect. Just pose, everyone. If you're new to Zoom, folks, there's a little icon at the top of your screen. It's a speaker view or gallery view. We're going to keep it in gallery view so you can see everybody. This is distracting. A couple ground rules. Just so we all are on the same page, all of you will be keeping your video off and your microphones off. That's for the safety. Christian, you will keep that audio on. Right. For the safety of all of our participants, and I also want to make sure that you see the cast and you hear them effectively. The Q&A box. So many of you have asked questions already, and you want to ask more questions. This is where you will be asking everything. So you'll see Q&A on the bottom of your screen. Click that Q&A box, and we're going to be looking at those throughout the entire chat and pulling some for our Q&A at the end. That's enough from me. I'm going to now pass this over to Betsy Wolf. And Betsy Wolf, take it away.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. It's your favorite Shiksa lesbian caterer. I am so grateful that you guys are all here tonight. I am going to do the quickest thing, and I even wrote it out a little bit because I was like, I know I'm going to forget something. So I am truly so grateful that you guys are all here tonight. I know that ultimately you are here to see a very, very rare Falsettos Cast reunion, but I want to thank you because tonight you guys are all supporting 2 incredible programs. One, Broadway Evolved. One, Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. About 8 years ago, I had this dream that there could be a different kinds of arts education program growing up. And it was one that I would have wanted to attend. And it was just a dream. But 3 years ago, I co-founded Broadway Evolved, which is basically an NYC program for both students and theater educators who want to continue their education, who come from all over the world, to not only get incredible technical training from some of the best artists in the world, a couple of them, at least half the cast has come and taught, has been our faculty, but we equally focus, very, very important, on self-growth and fundamental life skills. At Broadway Evolved, we believe that the most successful artists not only have excellent skill sets, but how to better understand yourself, your learning environments, and to really cultivate a curiosity of personal growth. It is that delicate balance that we all believe will better set you up for this business or whatever vocation you decide to go into. You guys, this has grown far beyond my wildest dreams. We have had students from 13 countries, every state, and half the cast, like I said, has been on the faculty. We never discriminate based on financial need. And we offer generous scholarships in order to make it accessible. And so tonight, your generosity is truly means like, I will literally cry. It means the world to me. And it is evident now more than ever that arts programs are going to need support and to be more accessible. And if we know nothing from the last couple months, we know that. So that is my spiel. I am grateful to the cast who is here in support of that, as well as Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And you guys, we're all here.
Are we supposed to come in character?
Yay.
Did I not get the memo?
No character you come in, Christian.
I look like a middle-aged.
Oh, should I rename myself Jason?
You're me.
So where is everyone?
Anthony is absolutely not in character. Listen to his voice.
Go, Anthony.
My father's a homo. Sorry, is that better? I'm sorry.
Who is everyone quarantining with, and where are we? Christian, where are you right now?
I'm in Manhattan. in the quiet streets of Manhattan. And everything is safe and sound, mercifully. Tell me where you guys are.
Brandon?
I am currently quarantining with my parents in New Jersey, which has been wonderful, and I'm very grateful for a lot of for having space and all of that. But my dad and I got in a very big fight over a hamburger the other night.
Hamburger people.
Yeah. It was a little too well done for him.
Ooh.
Well, you're
Kinda like a medium.
old territory.
Yeah, no, we've sort of regressed into old family dynamics that I was not prepared for.
Well, meat's important. You know what I mean?
It is, and it should be cooked just right.
Stephanie, are
just
you
right.
Stephanie, where are you?
Stephanie, where are you? Are you in Maplewood?
Well, thank you for telling everybody where I live.
5671.
Are you at 1735 Crescent Heights? Yes, I'm in Jersey, and I am with my husband and my little peanut, who's now 5.
Sorry,
and
El Royale in Los Angeles. If anyone would like to find it.
Yeah, and we have a little yard, a little sky, which I think is necessary with the kiddo.
You doing any sort of homeschooling?
You know what? It's before kindergarten, so we're not required to homeschool. But do we have little Zoom classes where we do, alphabet bingo? You bet. And there's a lot of imaginary play going on, and we do it from 6:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, peeps. It's a nonstop situation here. Like, I look on lists online, they're like, what to do with your kids? And I'm all, amateurs. We got through this entire list in 3 days, people.
Exactly.
Make a popsicle. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? We did that.
Tracy, are you in Costa Rica? Where are you?
I'm in I wish I was in Costa Rica. No, I'm in LA.
Show us your view.
Show us your
view. Show the view.
Come on, Trace.
Oh, lovely.
Look at the sky.
I know. It's weird.
Look at the earth healing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that ever.
Yep.
And this is my dog. He has joined us. Innocent.
Oh.
He seems bored.
I know.
And he's bored.
He's very bored with us. He's bored with me. He's bored with all of us.
Are you doing sort of homeschooling? What are you doing? What is your schooling like?
Yeah, my school is just distance learning. Everything's on Google Classroom. It's actually really easy. I have everything done for the week, so I'm going to take tomorrow off.
Anthony, you are a bass baritone.
No, why is your
this voice?
I don't go that far. But yeah, I mean,
I
Your
know.
skin is like poreless.
I know.
Thank you. I mean, this is covering some spots.
You're very, it's very pure.
Thank you.
Pure. Very
Thank you, guys. I really needed this. Thank you so much.
Andrew, what's your deal? What's happening?
I'm just in Los Angeles. I'm just here in Los Angeles.
With a fresh haircut, though.
I let my boyfriend cut my hair.
He did a great job.
Good job.
Yeah.
I finally cut my husband's hair last night. It looks pretty good.
It turns out if you have a guard on it, you're in good shape.
Andrew, what's one surprising thing we don't know about your quarantine?
Oh.
It's one thing you're doing.
It's a surprising thing I'm doing. I am watching like a disturbing amount of television.
Yeah.
Really like a remarkable amount of television that I just it's probably not great.
What's a must watch?
What's a must watch? Do you have like a top 3?
I've been doing I've been watching right now This Is America.
So good.
So good.
I mean, that cast is out of this world.
So good.
So I've just been really just but diving into too much. I feel like, I don't know how the rest of you feel, but I feel like I have days where I feel very motivated and very positive. And then there are days where I feel like I just want to sit on my couch and watch 7 hours of Ozark. And that's all
good.
It's cold. That's okay.
He likes
That's okay. I mean, it comes in waves, right? I mean, I also feel like
I'm still trying to unpack it. But like, there are days where I feel very great about like, I'm going to keep going. And then there are days where it's very hard. And I feel like we should all sort of allow ourselves to have those hard days and say, maybe, maybe today.
So sorry.
Okay, now I know what's happening. It took me a little bit, but I kept seeing Christian go.
Yeah.
And now it's the dog. It's Tracy's dog. Okay.
Christian's acting out Tracy's dog.
That's my dog, who has the laziest bark ever.
I missed all that because of my glitch.
Yeah, no, it just sounds like he's belching a little bit.
Yeah, he's going, there's a siren way in the distance, and he feels like he's required as a dog to probably have some response to it. But it's like, that's it. The very
Bets.
What?
Yeah, Bets, what's going on with you?
What's new?
Am I frozen?
You're about to have a goddamn baby.
We're not supposed to.
a whole child.
I'm about to have a whole child.
You're about to make a full child.
I'm literally like a week, you guys. Ish. We'll just
1 week from being a mother.
Yeah.
1 week.
Cheers.
Yes, it's
OBGYN story. Bets called me a couple weeks ago and said, hey, just in case things get a little wonky here in New York, who's your OBGYN? Do you love her? I was like, I love her. She's out here. Gave all the details. They connected. Where's my doctor? God bless. Say your prayers. COVID.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I was going to use Stephanie's doctor until she came down with it. So yes, I'm back to New York City. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. It is going to be great.
The birth partner can be with you. It is all well.
Good.
Because what else do you do during a pandemic? You bring a child and
have a baby.
Are you going to call her Pandy?
Yes, that's Corona. Corona.
We're going to call her Corona.
I'm going to name her Corona.
I would say, can I just toss out a name?
Sure.
Celery.
Good night, Andrew. It was so good to see
Andrew,
you.
thank you.
We love having you.
Bye, everybody.
We miss you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, I heard salary. Who knows?
What does that word mean?
What's that word mean?
Soon.
Oh, I think it's celery.
Celery Wolf is a good day.
I think so.
I think it's a winner. I think so. Christian, what are you doing in quarantine? Are you watching TV? What's happening? What's going on?
I've been watching very little television.
What?
What are you doing?
I know. It's a lot of board games. I'm here with my girlfriend Sky, who moved in 2 weeks before the shit hit the fan.
Oh,
Been a lot of, but let me tell you the thing that's going to surprise you the most. As a serial orderer and restaurant person,
Are you cooking it?
3 meals since March 12th has someone else prepared.
Good for you, Christian. Very proud.
That's amazing.
What is it? It's like a frittata. What are you doing?
Those are hard.
Last night I made a pork fillet en croûte.
Oh my God, we made beef filet en croûte last night.
I made pork with sage and apples yesterday.
We'll have to save
around.
So at Mean Girls, they wear pink on Wednesday, and Falsettos, we make pork.
Front of the t-shirt, back of the t-shirt.
Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
I have a question for Anthony. I see your posters there. Did you feel like the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood robbed Sharon Tate of her agency?
Of her what?
Her agency. They saved her, spoiler alert, and then they sent the man down the driveway.
Christian, that's a very difficult question.
That's a real
I don't know.
Are you watching Making the Cut? What do you want?
Okay, can we talk about this?
Oh, guys.
Talk about this little show that we did once upon a time.
Okay, you guys are glitching out so much for me. I have no idea what he just said, but I'm sure it was funny.
That's okay.
Welcome to the rehearsal process, everyone.
We moved on to the show.
Also, why does Anthony's skin look like pure porcelain?
He's glowing.
It really does.
It's because there's a ring light right here. It doesn't.
No, Anthony, it's because you have pure skin.
Yeah. Okay, what, Bets?
No, it's at some point we have not really talked about, what are we, 3 years later, 4 years later now? We have not talked about this show in a long time. I'm certainly not all of us together. So I know that I have a lot of stories. I know that each of you guys have stories. Who wants to throw out something in the falsettos world that, Stephanie, and hand up.
I want to ask a question that's been posed to me multiple times, but it's not really my story to tell. Gentlemen, when watching Four Jews in a Room, in the beginning, who's in China?
Yes. Yes. Who is that?
Go ahead. I know the answer, but literally dozens upon dozens of people are like, it's almost like Mad Libs. Who's done what? And she has a torn what? What's going on with? So please, what is
Christian looks
Bryna. It was Bryna.
Bryna
in China,
right?
With a torn meniscus.
With a torn meniscus.
It's Barry Cohen's. It's a story from Julie Halston, when she said Barry Cohen's wife, Bryna, tore her in China. That's what it's from.
That is what it's from. And I know hundreds
but I do remember
finally.
We would sort of take turns using that anecdote at the top of Four Jews in a Room Bitching. And then for the PBS broadcast, we all got a little excited. And I think
we all said it at the same time.
We sort of all told that Bryna was in China.
Bryna's in China with the torn meniscus.
The torn meniscus.
Andrew, did anything else make it onto the telecast that maybe in one of our including members of the first act that you recall?
What are you talking about, Christian?
What's that song where we're all over each other? I don't even remember. I should have done my research.
Go back to the tape. Go back to the tape.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, you know what? I'll be honest. Can we be Betsy? Can we be frank here?
I don't know. Betsy, what's the answer? Okay.
Be honest. My video keeps freezing for whatever reason, but I'm here. I'm here.
Well, so there's been some like strange comments on the line about Christian and I, and during the Tony Awards that I had a boner.
Oh, I've not heard this.
I actually see more people talk about that than like the actual performance.
Are you?
You had a boner?
Anthony. And I was like, no, I didn't.
Then they haven't seen your boner, Andrew, because
I know it's comparison, right?
It's a very
it's all relative
thing to address like publicly, but I will say it like, no, that's not a thing that happened.
That wasn't a thing.
Not a thing that happened on the Tony Awards. If anyone could get aroused during the Tonys, like, that's
but also, Andrew, I want you to know that it's okay if it was.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's a safe space.
It's your body.
Safe. We're in a safe space.
It's just the human body. It does things.
It's just the seven of us.
But
whole audience of people looking at us, you know, it's a lot of pressure.
Hi, James. Hi, Bill.
Hey, we know you're watching.
We know you're there.
I have two falsettos.
How great James Lapine was during this whole process.
Oh, genius.
What a Jesus, like, my God.
Both of them.
Was. And Bill Finn.
My favorite thing, I just loved that the two of them were not in any way beholden to the original production. And that as soon as we walked in the room, we were allowed to make it ours. And they were willing to bend and fold the show in whatever ways they deemed necessary for it to fit on us.
Yeah.
But
very generous creators. I feel like a lot of writers, directors, creators are very much very militant about their vision, and they weren't at all.
But Bill would walk in like the middle of a music rehearsal, 2 steps in, wrong. Notes are a different story. Notes are a different story. Remember in the recording, he wanted me to go up the octave, and I was not my Trina, not my Trina.
Hashtag not my Trina.
Not my Trina.
Just try it. Hashtag not my Trina. And then there it was, screeched out. And it's there for all to hear, screeching.
For everyone, for eternity.
Tracy, what did you do during Act 1?
Act 1 was such an interesting thing because like Betsy and I sat in that dressing room for like an hour and a half, like 2 hours. We'd get there 7:30, even though we asked all the time, like, do we have to get there at half hour? Because we don't come. They're like, no, you have to be there a half hour. So we're like, many a day there was Betsy and I running from the subway at exactly 7:29. Like we pushed it, and we're on the same train running to the theater, and we'd sit there, we'd hear everybody's warm up, and we'd kind of do a very slow warm up, and Betsy's in the next room.
You would sing through almost half the show.
Tracy,
you sang the whole show, Tracy.
Because if I sit there for too long, I freak out. If I sit there for too long, it's sitting there for too long.
No, I get
I start
that.
to freak out. And
I would always watch a little part of the show each night. That like helped me because you feel so distant from the show. It was the only show I've ever been in that, you're just not in the first act. And
you're just not there. So yeah, it was the same way. I would sing through it and you would watch it and I would listen to it. I would sing along with you guys.
Tracy, I remember during our run, you had sprained one of your ankles and you were such a trooper and you came and you did the show anyway. And then you sprained your other ankle.
Yep.
And you had 2 sprained ankles and you were such a trooper and you didn't call out of the show and you did the show like a goddamn hero. But one of my favorite memories of the show is besides the, at the beginning when you guys would march on, your first like real entrance as a character was the look. And you came out when you sprained your second ankle and you were like, you literally made your
limping.
He's out of the chair, people. He is out of the chair.
Out of the chair.
Like, Look from next door. And you have the stiffest legs. You look you were in so much pain. You could not bend your legs.
I actually missed 3 shows. I missed 3 shows.
Did?
I did. I missed 3 of them. I missed 3 of them.
So we got you on the upswing.
You got me on the upswing after they turned back from being black.
But
I was like, I gotta get back in there. Look.
Let's do a quick hello to our standbys.
Oh,
Are they here?
Courtney Ballard, Stephanie Ullman,
Unlikely covers.
Hanlon, Kelly Sessions.
All amazing.
Underbuddies.
Little guy.
Shout out to them.
Peyton.
Oh, Peyton.
Peyton.
Oh, Peyton.
Sweet.
Peyton.
I run into him in auditions like
You
quite
do?
often.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that's
There.
probably very tricky for you.
You guys, I have to say, Betsy's screen is frozen like this.
He's gone for me.
Yeah, she's gone. She's not even here.
So no matter what we say, her expression is.
Birthing
I
face.
don't know if that's just
Oh,
yes. Oh God.
Oh, Betsy's gone. Like she's literally gone.
She left
Try again. You guys, she's going into labor. What if she went into labor?
She's literally right now.
That would be beautiful, though.
So why is she not on the Zoom then, if that's the case?
Look,
I apologize, by the way, if I wasn't talking a lot earlier because I was glitching a lot. So like Stephanie would go like, for me. So so when Christian asked me that difficult question, like that's why I was just kind of doing that the whole time. So now it's better, so we can resume.
Because it was a hard question. Don't answer. Just be like glitches. I don't know, glitches.
Glitches. I don't know.
That's the new
That's my excuse for everything.
I don't
All we
glitches.
need to know about you is that your skin looks like porcelain and your
Truly.
nose is lower.
Betsy's back.
Betsy, she's
He's
back.
very tall.
Betsy, we thought you went into labor, maybe.
You guys, it's coming.
Are you going to labor?
Oh,
Wait, could you have, it's possible, but could you have imagined? I kind of joked about it. I'm hoping this connection's better. Apparently.
Seems like it.
Are you having like contractions?
You guys, what did he miss? No, there's no contraction.
Anthony's skin looks like porcelain.
no, let's talk about it.
Talk about Anthony's skin.
Galifianakis between two ferns, except it's like between two little potted guys. What you got back there?
Yeah, no. I love this Broadway evolved step and repeat. It's really
everyone should have one in their home. Just on the off chance you host a Broadway evolved Zoom.
It's very Ripley Greer. Very Ripley Greer.
Rest in
Pearl Studios.
By the way, R.I.P. Shetler.
R.I.P.
Shetler.
Oh.
We did not rehearse at Shetler. We rehearsed
at Lincoln Center, down in that basement.
When did that news break?
First summer stock job there.
Like two days ago?
I rehearsed for a Scientology musical.
Shetler's gone.
Andrew, I remember it was your birthday during our rehearsal, and we sang "Happy Birthday" to you and we bought you an ice cream out of the vending machine.
Oh, I do remember that.
Remember that?
Wait, do you guys remember that we were down in the basement and Oslo was in performances at the Beaumont?
We had to be so quiet.
We would have lunch breaks, and they would be in the hallways, emotionally preparing for terrorism.
Like an intermission. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, "It's a lesbian from next door,"
They were so annoyed by the fact that we were warming up all the time.
I know.
We're doing a musical.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It can also be genetic.
Yeah.
Favorite crazy memory? Do you have any? Were there any funny moments on stage that happened? I mean, I know that a lot of stuff happened, but anything you remember?
Well, Bets, I loved when I would change into my oversized racquetball costume with your Hawaii tank top.
Yeah, my tank.
And you would have to make a quick cross, and I was changing my clothes. You would run by me and just the Hawaii crop top.
I would give anything to have that
time every night.
Who has that?
And I would be changing my pants and doing my thing. And you were just in a Hawaii.
I remember I was the worst at the blocks. Scenes would begin and I'd be all,
You were
those
good.
blocks.
That I remember. Just drama happening. It just Stephanie still.
Well, remember when we had to be as precise as possible with bringing the block together at the very, very end, truly at the most poignant moment of the show. Yeah. And we're all sitting there trying to be oh my God, we're about to go to a funeral, just being
and then
yeah.
I know. My dad.
God, it worked every time.
My dad.
Your dad.
We respected it, Andrew. We're just saying we had a very hard job during.
Very hard thing to do.
It's hard for us
too. We're all solemn about it. We're magnets. Where do they go? Where do they go? Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going.
Yeah.
We're all a little
guys,
bit.
Gabriella Day has asked, how heavy were the blocks?
They're thick yoga blocks. Bad. So they weren't crazy heavy, but they're
unwieldy.
Right. They're unwieldy. Yes.
They were awkward because they were awkward shapes. And they also got significantly heavier when Anthony sat on them.
Oh.
Our hoisting of him at the top of 2, though, very
yeah. It did start to bow. They started to bow. Yep.
Yeah, I rewatched the show for the first time in a while a few days ago, and I realized how much I got thrown around during that show. I was like a football.
How proud of yourself? Were you proud of yourself? # proud of you. Were you proud of yourself?
I think it was fine most of the time. I'd say the one moment where I was cringing a lot was father to son, because a lot of people.
Here we go.
Because I was working with Christian in that scene. Maybe if I had better energy to work off of.
You know what? If you work with Christian, it's better just to look over his shoulder.
Do not make eye contact.
Christian in a nutshell. Blah 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 blah. My line.
No.
Blah 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 blah. My line.
It was because I was blinking.
Protect yourself, people. Do it as a monologue. If you can't get in, that's on you. I leave the pause. Go on, Anthony.
I was blinking in that number constantly through the whole thing. And
the whole thing.
No, it was
like a salamander.
I was like this.
Oh.
I don't know why. I wasn't even aware I was doing it.
Oh,
but,
stop it, Anthony.
no one's ever commented about it to me.
I don't think anybody's noticed.
No.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure you're not just being nice?
Yes.
Yeah.
We go to the Q&A. Okay.
I'll tell you a story about Christian Borle. When we were in tech for What More Can I Say? And I had to lay on him. We were both shirtless and underpants. And
Slower.
Okay.
He, at one point during the tech, sniffed his armpit and said, "I hope you like France."
I haven't worn deodorant in a decade. True story.
I didn't.
I hope
remember
you
that.
like France.
Hope you like
I think I blocked that
I
out.
got to nuzzle into his
Oh my gosh.
every night and pretend like I love him.
One of my favorite backstage moments was prepping for that number. We stripped down to our thunder pants and we're standing there holding our pillows and the blankets, like getting ready to do this thing. And Andrew would pretend that we were partying on Fire Island and we would dance to the club music. And please tell the people what you would say.
Yes, tell all the people what you would say.
I'll tell them.
I think what you're talking about is me going, "What's your name?"
And then you'd say,
"What's
"What
up?
house are you staying in?"
What house are you staying in?" I'm standing on Turtle and Pussy.
Okay, all I know, this moment is James Lapine favorite moment right here, right now.
I feel like we are ruining the show for our fans who are like, what were they doing?
I did think. We all had
The
such-
shenanigans were real, but the emotion and the tears were real. Like the storytelling was real.
Yeah.
We're smart and we're funny. What you gonna do? What's
Well,
you
it's
know?
the point that like when you're doing it nightly, you do have to find some sort of like break.
Levity? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a hard world to live in all the time.
Yeah. So we would like find moments to sort of like give each other some breaks in between, because it really was like, it was like a hard time.
Yeah, especially for Christian.
Yeah. And Christian, I know you felt the same way, that like, I would sometimes go home and just like cry for no reason, because like it was a very difficult show to get through. So, you build up all of that emotion and then, but you
have like nowhere to put it.
Yeah, we did build in some times backstage where we could be silly, which was
Luckily, that's where the lesbians come in Act 2 and just provide all the levity.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right.
Just marching on stage.
Although Dr. Charlotte does bring in some horrific news, but yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I know,
absolutely.
and it was really when I really realized, you get because I didn't know falsettos that well. I knew a couple songs from it, but I didn't really grow up with it in my lexicon of musicals. So when we get in rehearsal and stuff like that, I'm like worried about like the notes and everything, and then when we put it together, I'm like, oh wait, I have to turn this whole show. Like finally, Whizzer and Marvin get to a place where they could be together and they've cleared all the air and everything is beautiful. And what more can I say? And then I'm like, but wait, not too fast. AIDS.
But Tracy, you would laugh sometimes so hard when we would do like after For Unlikely Lovers, and you would come back on stage and you would be like, you would have some sort of like funny thing to say to me. Like, yeah,
because we have to.
You were so great about it. Like you would,
it was just called them.
But that feels very authentic and true to the story and the characters, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we'd have to come on and be like, well, okay, hope you live today. Bye.
Yeah, right. Bye.
Bye. I mean, because
good question. Somebody's asking, who broke character the most on stage?
It wasn't a regular thing of breaking characters, but I can only think of like one moment where we broke, like legit broke character.
What did that happen,
Anthony? Well, remember it was me, Stephanie, and Christian, right? And that there was that one show, right, where it was when I say in between the fight and everybody hates his parents, where I go like, I don't want a bar mitzvah, and I think I spit in your face a lot, and then you guys were kind of like. And then it just kind of broke off.
Surely it was more subtle than that.
I feel like
the audience was aware of it, and even they were talking to me about it on the stage door, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, oh yeah, like I spit in their faces, and it just kind of threw us all off, and she was just like, interesting. Like, that was very, like, she was clearly implying that it was very unprofessional that it happened.
Like life. We were like people. We were acting what was happening in front of us.
We were acting like human beings, you guys.
That's right. Stephanie, do you remember what line you wrote in that part of the show that ended up in the cast recording that is now Falsettos?
Yes. You have paintings of dicks or something like that.
Yes.
I take pride.
Yeah.
That's mine. Bill,
that is the Stephanie J. Block original.
Huh? Do you remember when James wanted me to cut off my finger in I'm Breaking Down? And
I do.
And then turn around and like have a Band-Aid with blood, and then I'm shocked for the rest of the number, and then I was like, well, then what do I do for the rest of the play? Like
the rest of the that was his own personal rehearsal room moment, which he was allowed to have.
And he kept it going, I think, until just like a day or two before previews.
Yeah.
I was like, can we just...
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember you would like frantically try and get the thing on your finger right in time.
Yeah.
Tracy, do you remember the time when you didn't know it, but I was getting a horrifying bloody nose?
Yeah, that was a recording.
During something bad is happening. Like all of a sudden blood started gushing out of my nose. And I remember going in the stage manager's office and I'm like, you guys, I don't think this is going to stop. And Tracy's like, something bad is happening. And I was like, no. And so I stuffed Kleenex in my nose, went out on stage, and it slowly started. You saw all the blood. Christian's throwing up right now. And I just remember you looking at me and you're like, something bad is happening. I'm like,
something bad is really happening.
I know it is. We're just going to pretend that we're not talking about the bloody nose. But I did an entire song with Kleenex stuffed in my nose. People could totally see it, by the way. And it was just bloody. And that was one of my, you were such a trooper, Trace. You were such a trooper.
Well, I mean, I was more concerned. Are you okay?
I was like, the show must go on.
You
professionals. We are
professionals. At that point, like I think we were all falling apart at that point. That was towards the end, right? I feel like you had kind of a bloody nose on the first day of recording or something.
Yeah, I get bloody noses a lot. It's really special.
And,
really
like
great.
I had my ankles were all messed up. You know what I mean? Anthony was having a cold. He got the sickness. We had that sickness that went through the whole cast.
Oh my God, the sickness. Remember the sickness?
Sickness went through the whole cast. That was in like the beginning.
Some people got really
Stephanie,
I called out right before the last show.
Wants to know, how do you belt with a banana in your mouth?
It's a great question.
Practice.
Guys, I have to get my charge. I'll be right back. I'm listening.
You just shove it in your cheek, Annie. Really, that wasn't supposed to happen.
How did that moment come about? Truly, how did that moment come about?
We were developing the number. There were all sorts of props. I was like, can we get some, limp carrots and some bananas? But poor Anthony, at the end of that number, when my rear end would back up into the table and the whole thing would collapse, you had to gather some things.
Gather it up.
And in the rehearsal room, little bananas would like run from me. And
that was Anthony's nickname in rehearsals, remember? Little bananas.
Little bananas.
Don't run from me, you
wasn't my favorite.
Bananas. Get on back. So poor Anthony would have to pick up these like wet, smushy bananas. And finally I was like, forget it. I'm just going to shove them in my mouth. And there you have it.
It was made.
Just keep
so I'm part of the reason why that iconic thing happened.
Don't get them stuck in your pharyngeal walls or, your soft palate. Just
Stephanie, your glasses are very chic.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you.
Very chic.
I remember that in
Michael Kors.
It's About Time. I remember Bill really wanted to change the lyric "I'm still loose" to "I'm still spruce," and then James would say like "no" every time. Like it was over like 3 rehearsals, I think, that they argued about it. Like he'd be like, "No, James, please change it to I'm still spruce," and then James would be like, "No, we're not doing that."
Do you remember when we had to change lyrics for PBS and Bill's like, "I'd rather die."
Flat as a lake.
I'd rather die.
Just saying how your boyfriend thinks.
I hate that I had to change my, I can't
deal
with that. It pains me every time I watch it. Sorry, Bill fan. I know it pains you too. It pains the dog. No. Everyone. What?
Flat as
I don't even remember. I don't remember the
Flat as a lake.
Flat as a lake? Is that what it was?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
something that was flat as a lake. What was
How
that?
could
Flat
I
as a
know
lake, yeah.
without you, my life would be flat as a lake.
Flat as a lake.
You still got it, kid.
Still got it.
Way down there, but it's good.
Thank you. I'll modulate each time I practice.
What else?
What else?
That we all love.
What, Christian?
Huh?
Huh?
Say that again?
What?
Say that.
Christian, what?
Who is it?
You?
Any questions from the panel?
That's not a good question.
What's going on?
Do we have more questions?
Yes, I'm sure we do. People are clamoring to know things, kids.
Where are we seeing
Clamoring.
these questions?
I want to know
If
what
you
Christian's
play
doing.
any other part in the show, which would it be?
Ooh, rapid fire. Let's go. Anthony, who would you play?
Mendel,
Yeah,
I think.
Mendel. Me too.
Yeah.
Mendel.
Me too.
Do I
I
need
say
to
Mendel.
elaborate?
I would be
Go ahead, you guys.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Oh.
I'm
Trina.
going to go with Whizzer.
Mm.
Oh,
Stephanie?
yeah.
I'd be a Mendel. I think I'd be.
It's really fun, and you'd be a great Mendel. I want to do Trina one day.
I know. That'd be such a fun part.
I know.
Tracy?
I say Mendel as well.
See?
Oh,
You guys.
I say Mendel as well.
That's where it's at.
oh.
Wait, actually, I have a question. And this is actually a question for the viewers. If someone could at some point, I'm going to regret this. If someone could at some point explain to me the Mendel eats dirt meme that was going around for a long time. I was getting a lot of like direct messages asking me if Mendel eats dirt.
What is
Am I
it?
dirt?
And
Me too.
I don't think it's about Trina. I don't think Trina is the dirt.
What is this?
I think it was just like an inside joke that just, I don't know, started from
But
a
it like
thread.
really snowballed, and I was overwhelmed by the Mendel eats dirt inquiries.
Let's see if anybody's answering this. Answer this.
Can someone tell me what the hell that was about?
People pick up on weird nonsense.
Okay, so someone said, "Oh my god!" Okay, so it was from a like meme generator.
Great.
What is
So
that?
much language, I do not know what's happening.
I know.
Mendel Eats Dirt is a fan fiction about Mendel eating dirt and getting aroused by it. Oh, all right.
I didn't know it was a fan fiction.
Yeah, I guess it's fan fiction.
Great.
But can
Makes me
I
a
say
little
our
sad.
fan art is still like top of the line, still coming in. We get fan art.
Still amazing. And they don't even just do art. They do all these. Someone recreated the entire soundtrack like with kazoos, I think. And then I think another person recreated the entire soundtrack with like 8-bit.
Oh, that's like that Geico commercial about the Kazoo Club or Facebook, maybe. Sorry, I watch too much TV.
Sure.
I want to watch TV.
Wait, you guys, this is a good question. What was the last show you saw before Corona?
I think 6.
The Girl from North Country.
Ah,
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet. I hope I get to one day. I really
Maybe.
hope I do. Wait, Christian, congratulations on your Lucille Lortel win.
Yes.
Lortel.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What'd you say?
We call them the Lulos. Thank you very much.
Sorry, congratulations on your Lulos win. I assume you'll be going back to the show when we can go back to performing, right?
I sure hope so. You know,
You guys, if you haven't seen Christian in Little Shop, it is a fucking revelation.
I have
So
not. And
I have
I'm
not
amazing.
yet.
it's
I
big.
can't wait.
Thank
It's-
you, Brandon.
It's revelatory. I really, truly, and I'm not just like blowing smoke up your ass for the hundreds of people that are here, but like I have not laughed that hard in the theater in a long time.
Thanks.
Like truly.
Yeah, I don't know if ever.
It was very strange to walk away. We were at Jeremy Jordan's penultimate rehearsal. He was going to go in on that Tuesday, and we were rehearsing on Thursday. And it was my first time working with him. We got to the end of Act 1, and then we got like the word, and we all just walked away. My 12-inch Batman hot toy is still in my dressing room collecting dust.
Oh no!
I know. I'm so worried about her. But then, there's that great article today in the Times about Mrs. Doubtfire and how that whole company and everyone involved with the backstage is coping with this. And I don't mean to bring it down, but it's such a bizarre thing to have this thing that we love to do probably will be the last thing to come back.
It's weird to feel. It's a mind fuck to feel non-essential in this moment and like have to take a pause, but also knowing that like we will be essential at some point for people's sanity and like soul.
Well, can I ask a question? Like, when do you guys think that? I know we're all speculating about when theater will come back. But like, what are you guys hearing? I'm hearing sort of like January. Is that?
I mean, I don't think we can like say the one thing we all know for sure is that we don't know a goddamn thing. Right?
Let me ask you that. I can only speak for myself. As much as I want to go back to the theater, are we all as individuals ready to go back and sit? I mean, what is it going to be? Like a checkerboard with like two people here, one person?
An audience to do that.
But it doesn't really work financially unless, I mean, maybe I'm speaking too openly, but like what I'm hopeful for, and maybe this is me just looking for something positive and some sort of silver lining, but I'm sort of hoping that after all of this, the era of the like $25-30 million musical that's about nothing is over, and we can like get back to sort of a basic, simple storytelling that evolves and like grows from having to problem solve out of having no budget, really. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like some of the best theater for me is when we have to problem solve with like major limitations.
And maybe too, it'll affect these damn ticket prices.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that too.
It was getting out of control. It was inaccessible. Yeah. Theater was becoming completely inaccessible, and I think it should be more accessible.
Hear, hear.
What?
Hear, hear. I just said hear, hear. Yes, I'm agreeing.
Hear. I need a refill.
I need a refill.
Questions?
What are you drinking, Brandon, in quarantine?
I gotta say, your hair looks incredible.
I love it.
Mine?
Your hair looks incredible.
Wait, who are you talking about? Mine?
Yes.
Oh, Brandon.
You guys?
I mean, all the big girls. Are you kidding?
Oh, I miss you so much. She's been waiting to talk about it for 53 minutes. That's what that reaction was.
Are those curls, that hair? Are you kidding me?
That's what's happening with Brandon.
The Crazy For You poster in the back, like it's just all.
Saw it 6 times. Saw it 6 times. Saw it 6 times.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Wait, hold on. Saw it 6 times.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Wait, no. What has everybody? Who asked what we've been drinking?
I did. I want to know what you've been drinking.
Well, Betsy Wolf, I'm wondering, have you crowned yet?
Stephanie's frozen face on that question is priceless.
My video apparently keeps freezing, but
come on, Stephanie.
Did you get it? Yes, I did. You guys, I'm so excited. Stephanie, this will go down in history for when Betsy was asked if she was crowning.
That is so disturbing. It's because I'm freezing.
To ask a simple question about female.
What if we all just pretend like we don't know who's from?
Well, maybe we get.
You guys, that was so fun.
Maybe we should.
We had a terrible time. I don't know if it's clear to anybody.
What about?
Also, Betsy is actually frozen.
I am trying to unfreeze it.
No,
Betsy. Poor people that chimed in. What a waste of their time.
I know. I've not looked at any of the questions. How are you seeing the questions?
Go to Q&A at the bottom there, I think.
And there,
I don't actually.
Tracy, will you read us a question, please?
Give us a question, Trace.
A good one, Tracy.
Trying to get one.
wait, I actually see a good one. I can answer.
What are you doing?
But I'm sorry. I know that. I'm sorry.
Go.
So this is what was your reaction after getting a call that you were cast in Falsettos? And personally, that's kind of a funny story because the previous day I was kind of sick for at the audition. I was sick and I forgot my book and I felt very bad at it. The final callback, it was just allergies, guys. And then the next at 2:30 a.m. like I was like throwing up, and then later the next day I was at a final callback for a national tour of something else. And I won't give away what the show was, but it actually was a show that like it was kind of my my white whale in a way, my Moby Dick. I've auditioned for it several times and I've gotten close, and this time it was a final callback and it was a few other kids, and then at that final callback is when we got a call, and then we just went over and we just bailed out of it.
What was the show? Why are you being so mysterious?
Phantom of the Opera.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I have a question for Anthony. Anthony, what new Stephen Sondheim musical are you most looking forward to?
What? Oh,
new Steve? He's writing new musicals.
He's been working on.
I don't know the new ones he's
yes,
writing.
You do. Come on, Anthony. You know the answer.
I do.
Yeah.
You mean like a revival?
No.
Oh.
Christian and I would say this often backstage. A lot to you, Anthony, right before March of the Falsettos.
Hi, God, how the young... You're smoking pot now, aren't you?
No.
Puberty, blackout.
Punyel!
Oh, okay. I forgot the Stephen Sondheim. Yes, I love.
We had a lot of fun, everyone.
A lot of fun.
We sure did. Where did Betsy go?
Her computer's melting down. Mine got stuck on the questions and I couldn't get back. So that's why I had to go.
Did any of you run to vocal coaches during the run? Yeah, Trace, I did too. I went and saw vocal coach. Joan Lader is my girl.
We had the same coach.
Joan Lader.
What was interesting when I went to her and I was like, I'm not going to make it, because this, generally speaking, the musicals I've done have been more like pop rock. You just kind of like muscle your way through it. And I'm not like legit. I didn't even know that placement and I could not figure it out. And like, I would leave rehearsal and my throat was like burning. And I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. What's going to happen? And she was like, are you the doctor? And I was like, yes, because that's the hardest thing because it's right in the middle. The whole show is right in the break.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be easier if you were the other lesbian because she's kind of higher, even though I'm not a soprano. So that would have worked for me. Anyway, that would have been terrible. But she's like, at least it kind of is in one part of your voice. That was right in the break the whole time. And I had to relearn how to sing a whole different way.
Well, you sounded like a dream.
A dream.
Well, thank you. But it was like a whole different way of doing it, which is why I was singing it so much before the show, because it was like a whole new way of doing it. And I did not trust it like the whole time, But yeah, she got me through that show. Joan got me through that show.
What an angel.
Did Falsettos buy you that pretty house behind you?
No.
I think we all know the answer to that.
Cold Case brought this house.
Yes, Cold Case.
Thanks for procedural doctors. I mean, not doctor, lawyer, cop stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know. I've been trying.
Oh, the self-tapes? I'm pumping them out like crazy.
I hate
no. I'm not. No one wants to hire me.
I thought you meant for like Cold Case or...
When I say I'm trying, I just mean I'm trying to get people to pay attention to me and put me in the things.
You guys,
that's a lie. You're everywhere.
Everywhere, Brandon.
What's that, Andrew?
What?
You have a ring light?
Do I have a ring light?
Yeah.
No.
I don't either.
Me neither. Do you want to see my setup right now?
Yes.
Should we all get ring lights?
I just have it's just a ghost light. Because I'm really missing theater these days.
You're missing.
Very appropriate.
Oh, honey.
How are you guys feeling about
ghost lights?
How are you guys feeling about the constant like what Brandon was saying earlier about the whole like trying to feel essential, reminding yourselves that you are essential in a moment when the world is kind of telling you that you're not necessarily an essential worker. And then now there's this whole movement and everybody's doing like songs in the living rooms and monologues and things like that. Do we feel good about that? Or does anybody feel weird about that?
I feel like
For me, there needs to be a why and in service of what. And if I can fill those two answers, then yes, I do believe art is still essential. I think in all the lowest points in this country or the world, they will tend to go to the arts. Sadly, live theater and large gatherings are what is making people ill. So our art form is still needed. Where and how we do it is the question. But if asked, as long as there is a why, and I can look at myself in the mirror and say, why am I doing this? Is it in service of? Then I feel okay with it. But I don't know if everything has been filling those gaps.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Betsy, what do you think?
Yeah, Bets.
Well, I'm trying. Can you all see me now?
Yes, we can. Look beautiful.
Yay! I'm so glad.
You're not.
What do I think? Yeah. I mean, I haven't like quite gotten over processing like what's happening in the general sense. Like we all know this. We know people who are like gravely affected by this. We've lost people, and so I have a hard time like balancing the thoughts of like when is it time to return. And also like we have a broken system. Like we have to figure this out. Like, so, obviously like I love working. I love being around people. I love creating things. And I think that I'm just also trying to think like, what is that going to look like for a little while? And I'm not 100% sure, but, I still feel like I'm processing all of it. And also like, bringing someone else into the world right now, that small thing. So in a way, it feels like everyone's going to be on maternity leave with me.
Yeah.
In a strange
We got you,
way.
boo.
Yeah, we all got you.
You guys can all babysit. Most of you.
One day. Not right now.
Look, Christian's pretending to be frozen. You're not frozen, Christian.
He was just listening very intently.
I genuinely thought he was frozen.
Stephanie. Oh, Brandon. Oh, you're frozen.
Oh, Brandon is really good right now. No, you're frozen.
Brandon's doing great.
Brandon.
No, Christian.
Oh, he was really frozen. You were really
No,
I was not frozen. Stephanie, you are frozen right
More
now.
now.
Stephanie's frozen. Brandon's
You are frozen.
You're frozen. No, you're frozen.
Brandon just came back to life. Stephanie's still frozen for me.
Really?
I was never frozen.
Oh, there you are.
I was just acting.
It's an imperfect platform.
Let's all act like we're frozen.
Okay, so what's next, Bets?
Best frozen face.
Well, I'm trying to join back on a computer because, Zoom can be an imperfect platform. I see Andrew acting like he's frozen, which is amazing.
Horrible job.
Just like watching you do that is killing me.
Right.
No,
Anyone else have good stories? It's funny. I remember when we all got in a room and listened to the cast recording for the first time. That was pretty special.
Ooh, that was amazing.
That was
On like
amazing.
the coldest night in New York that year.
Yeah.
Why was I the a-hole that couldn't be there? Did I just need to get home to my baby? I wasn't.
Were you not there?
That's only a question you can answer.
No. What happened?
Yeah, where were you, Steph? I remember Andrew. We videoed.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'll never forget having my
Hey, Daddy to be. Hey.
Adam was trying to help me do
That scared the shit out of me.
Betsy, look out!
You're like, Betsy!
Betsy, look out! Behind you!
Christian, who's behind you?
One.
Oh,
That reminds me of one of my favorite stories. So this is so off topic, but I was on the national tour of West Side Story in 1996, and Natasha Diaz was playing Anita, and we were in the quintet at the end of Act 1. And you know how the music goes, Anita's gonna get her kicks, and the spot came down. She was not there. And all we heard, her mic came up, and all we heard was, "Oh my God, who are you?" Of course, we're like all jets and sharks, like all the music just played out, and we're all like laughing hysterically. And then later we got hysterical fantasizing that she was in, this is terrible, that she was in her dressing room getting murdered by somebody. "Oh my God, who are you?" And we're all on stage like, she's fine. She's very well and decent.
I thought you were actually saying that.
There's people.
Anyway.
Somebody's asking, what is Marvin's last name and what was his line of work?
We established a last name, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were advertising. Your Marvin was in advertising. He lived on the Upper West Side. This I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in advertising or marketing.
I did have that portfolio.
You did?
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Anthony, what was our last name?
I'm trying to remember. It was shit, something like
Gardens, I think.
Shit, right?
What is it?
Gardens?
Marvin.
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Well,
Oh, dad jokes are my favorite.
Any other thoughts before? Any other thoughts?
Oh,
before
guys.
we share?
Are we moving into hour 2 right now?
I'm not sure. Betsy's gone completely.
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
Beth,
she is? No, she's right here.
I'm here. I see a
Given
ceiling.
birth. She's given birth.
I'm right here.
You see a ceiling?
Honey.
No. Oh my God, who are you? It's her
A
newborn.
ceiling. By the
God,
way, our
who
question
are you?
2,700 questions.
Wait, can you
2,700.
not see me? Someone must be
Oh my
asking
God.
500 themselves. Can you not see me?
Well,
No, I
now
can
you're
see
sure
you.
that says Betsy Wolf is a ceiling, and now you've moved to another square. You have like a whole, like, you know.
Guys, let's get to these questions one at a time.
Yes, okay. All 27.
Let's go back to the beginning.
No more questions. No more.
Please. No more Jess.
Oh.
I watched that 2 weeks ago. It's on YouTube.
Right?
Behind me.
Chip grabbed the hat and took it to. I was done. I was
Wait,
done.
it was on the Sondheim special.
Not me.
Glitch.
I wasn't.
Oh, I wasn't. No.
Brandon was on it.
I was.
You did?
Brandon,
Never have I ever worked with
Oral,
Sondheim.
did you
Ever.
do it?
No.
Mm-mm.
let me tell you,
did it?
I will really quickly share my favorite Sondheim
We
story.
just start playing games on this Zoom. Play Truth or
Um,
Dare, never have I ever.
We were doing Merrily We Roll Along with James Lapine.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering if something was muted or we were just having a really long, awkward silence. But
Welcome back, Anthony.
Welcome back,
Oh.
Anthony.
okay,
You're here now.
You're here.
okay, good.
I'm just
Okay,
going to tell
I
this
hear
really
you.
quick story.
Go.
You just
So-
called it Merrily We Roll Along. Go, Bear.
Roll along. So, Sondheim, I heard Steve.
Anthony, you've been
Mommy's
gone
telling
for
you to
like
be
20 minutes and now you're going to interrupt this entire talk back?
I think he's
Stop
delayed.
smoking pot in your bedroom, Anthony.
He must be delayed.
No,
Stop smoking pot.
If you're gonna smoke pot, you've got to take it
Oh.
here.
It's got to come from
Betsy, go.
here, Anthony.
Betsy, go.
Go.
It's not even that good of a story.
It
So
better
really
be.
quickly, so he came upstairs. I heard he was going to come and say congratulations to us. He was there the whole first 2 weeks. And so after the performance, I did what every normal human being does. I recorded the conversation on my phone.
Yeah, normal.
Steve comes to the door. I call him Steve. And he goes, and I said, this is my opportunity. I said, Steve, I have to tell you, Into the Woods changed my life. Hi, James Lapine. I know you're here. I said, Into the Woods is the reason why I'm in theater. I watched that show every day once for an entire summer. And he looks at me and he goes, didn't you get it the first time?
That's gold.
I wasn't asked to sing on the Sondheim Spectacular. But you know, it's okay. It's okay.
And home before dark.
Oh, we should have closed our laptops. That's it. That's the button.
That was it, and we're done.
Good night, America, and all the.
Night.
We can't close our laptops because Brandon, Andrew, I'm going to make you tell one of my all-time favorite stories. This is our sharing in song moment.
Oh, okay.
And Andrew, you happen to have one of my all-time favorite Tony moment memories. Can you please share?
Oh God.
Your story?
Well, so the first time I got to sing alone on the Tony, I was very nervous. And I was very, it was like, I was young. I was like trying to figure it out. But I got dry mouth. So I was singing I Believe. And I sang like this. I believe! But like with just like a dry lip.
And you multiple times during the broadcast will lick your lips. It is the best.
Not.
I saw that.
Oh, I
Did
saw
you have a boner then too?
Was your boner then? So it's boner or dry mouth?
You guys, don't be dicks. Don't be mean about it. I was very young and like I was like really struggling. Don't be mean about it.
We're not.
We're not.
It will be made. It will be like dry mouth, boner.
But if you do watch it, and my hope is that all of you go and Google this immediately after, you'll see, I believe that God has it.
But Betsy, you fucking bitch. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but it's one of my all-time favorite moments.
That's maybe we should wrap it up.
The children. Okay.
The children are watching.
Brandon, you have little something that I hear you want.
All right. Sure. I figured like this would be like, also like you asked me, so I'm going to do it.
Not gonna lie. I did ask.
But also I just figured my sister sometimes teaches like movement for NYU in this room. And she bought one of these to teach class. So I figured I could use it. I just want to do a little really quickly. This is going to be really, really bootsy.
If it's not Britney Spears, I'm really disappointed. Please sing Hit Me Baby.
No. I'm just going to do a little.
This is how you make a marriage proposal.
I love you, dear.
Oh, fuck.
I think you're swell. You're never near me, close enough to tell if I'm delightful or not.
6 feet.
I crave your wrist. I praise your thigh.
They're big
There's
girls.
not a guy. There's not a horse. A piece of paper. There's not a man in pants who would love you the same as I. Oftentimes lovers are crazy people. Sometimes they kill each other. Just like a biblical brother did to his biblical brother back in biblical times.
No, Brandon.
Biblical times.
Biblical times.
Yeah, you're a little off there.
Biblical times. I love your hair. I love your face. I want you by my side to take my place. If I get sick or detained, don't touch your hair. You're perfect. Don't start to cry. There's not a guy. I'm still going. There's not a giant man. The same as I. Forget that giant man.
Brandon, stop.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh my gosh. We are all collectively applauding. Tracy, I don't know how you follow that, but
Tracy?
I don't either, actually. I mean,
no,
do I?
Yes.
I mean, do I?
You guys. Andrew, are you going to behave?
Andrew's going to behave. He's behaving.
Okay.
He's amazing.
I'm not going to behave at all. But
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, should I sing something from the show? It was one of those things. People say, sing something. You want to sing something? Like, I have no idea what to sing. I never do.
Should we do something?
Girl, you didn't prep?
I never know what to.
Tracy, you did tell me that you have this really great story about when you were auditioning for Guys and Dolls and you didn't.
Well, yeah.
You either didn't learn the lyrics or you didn't.
Well, no, I knew them. So this is just an anecdote that has nothing to do with our show. That's the thing. But
that's okay.
But I was doing this benefit because I get very that you guys know very intimately, but a lot of people know or don't know. I get very serious stage fright, right? So I have people like, why don't you do shows all the time? I'm like, because I'm literally terrified every time. But I was doing this benefit, and it was all Guys and Dolls music. So we came up with this wonderful arrangement for If I Were a Bell. So I'm there backstage. I'm there with like, and all these famous people are in it. You know, Jason Alexander's in it, and Billy Porter's in it, and all these people. I'm backstage, like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna do this thing. And they say, and then they botch my name and the name of every project I was in. It was like, and Tracy Thomas from Grindstone.
And Lent.
And Lent. Mortgage. And I go on stage. There's 1,000 people at the Beverly Hilton, where the Golden Globes are. And I'm out there. I go out there, and I'm like, I'm like, ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing.
Yes.
Okay, stop. And I stopped the whole show, right? And it's just a weird thing about when you're like a black girl. You can pull this black girl card out at any moment. I'm not this girl, but I'm like, oh, stop. Nope. That ain't going to work. Suddenly, I don't know who she was.
And they loved it. They loved it.
I don't know who I became. All this love, like, whoa, yeah, girl. I'm like, yeah, no, we got to stop this. We got to start over. That can't be. Nope. And the guy's like, okay, go again. I'm like, no, you have to tell me what the words are, though. No, tell me the words. He's like, no, you got it. I'm like, no, I really don't. I really don't know my name. I don't know my name right now. So I need you to tell me what I missed.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, like, whoa! And I'm like, dying. Like, okay, here we go. Ask me how do I feel? Cozy from the moment we kissed tonight. That's the way I just got to behave. I was a lamp of light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. And then the rest of the song went. And I mixed up all the words so badly. I had to dance over to the piano and read the lyrics off the thing. This is like star-studded events. This is like $1,000 a plate. This is like all the Hollywood producers there. I'm like dancing. I'm thinking, if I were a bell, and I'm like, if I were a bell, I go ding dong, ding. Thank you. Went backstage and
yes, jazzy folk.
I love that resolve. Beautiful resolve, Tracy.
Went backstage and almost died, like hyperventilated. And then Billy Porter's running through the people. I was like, what's wrong? I'm like, Billy Porter runs up to me. He goes, what happened? Girl, what happened? I'm like, I forgot the words. And he said, oh, child, please, we all forget the words. And like walked away from me and like left me.
Before I wrap this up, because now we're in just like crazy bonus time, right? Anyone have any, who forgot the lyrics during our show, The Works? Was there any crazy thing?
One time I got who has the bed mixed with who stole the bed, and I ended up saying who shat the bed.
I do remember that.
I don't remember that. You said who shat the bed?
Yes. Who shat the bed?
I shat the bed.
Bill, if you're still watching, please amend the score, the official score, please.
Just say who shut the bed.
Oh my gosh.
My contribution. Stephanie has that one line. I have that.
That's the button, you guys.
Well, here's the deal, guys. I could do this. We could do this all night. That is honest to goodness truth.
Who did we lose? We lost Andrew.
His video thing went out first.
We lost Andrew about 10 minutes ago.
We lost Andrew when I started singing.
Betsy, thank you for making this happen.
Truly.
Betsy, thank you for this.
So
this
good.
is really,
I
really
am
great.
so grateful. I'm going to leave you all with like a minute, 2 minutes of one of my favorite Bill Finn songs. And this is for all of you kids out there. Like, truly, I'm thinking of you guys. I know everything was canceled on you as well. This whole world like stopped. And the stories that we hear, and I know that this seems insurmountable and like really, really hard, but I do know that we are all going to come out of this. We're going to come out of it different artists with a renewed hope, a renewed sense. And so I just wanted to sing a little snippet of one of my favorite Bill Finn songs. So,
yay.
And then I have a special. You can hear that?
Yeah, the volume's up.
Mm-hmm. Goodness is rewarded. My music stopped. That's okay.
Oh no!
Keep going.
I often find I need, indeed. I see the world through your eyes. What's black and white is colorized. The knowledge you most dearly prized, I'm eager to employ. You said that life has infinite joy. That is my wish to all of you. Okay,
I love that song.
I truly can't thank you guys enough. Brandon, Stephanie, Christian, Tracy, Anthony, Andrew, wherever you are. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting BCEFA as well as Broadway Evolved. And one exciting thing, you're all going to get an email. Our friends at Broadway HD have decided to give all of you guys watching tonight a free month of streaming. So not only can you watch Falsettos,
that's amazing.
You guys are going to be able to watch Stephanie and Andrew at Lincoln Center. It's amazing. Yay!
That's incredible.
Because
do we get it too?
Yes, you guys are going to get it too, and all of our favorites. So thank you.
Thank you, Broadway Cares.
Thank you.
I love you all.
Everybody be safe. I love you. I love you.
Be safe, everyone. Wear your masks.
Yeah.
Stay home. Stay home. Wash your hands.
Pork on Wednesdays, you guys. Pork on Wednesdays.
Pork on Wednesdays. Wear your masks. Stay at home.
Bye. I love you all.
Everyone. Bye.
Good to see you guys.
Bye. Love you guys.
Waving. Bye.